jump right into that opening riff. The tuning for this song is standard tuning A440. So let me play the opening riff first. Okay, so being Kiss is a two guitar player band, there are two different parts happening here. So I'm going to show you the first part. So the first thing you're going to do is do a, and that's going to be third fret of the low E to second fret of the low E to open E. So third, second, open, and then we go to this B note, which is going to be the second fret of the A string. So we have this. Then we do this. That's going to be open A, second fret of the A, third fret of the A. We have this so far. And then we do this. So that part is going to be second fret of the A, fourth fret of the A, and this is going to be first fret of the D string, second fret of the D string, fourth fret of the D string, and then fifth fret of the D string. So slowly the whole riff sounds like this. Back to the open E. And then that last note, that G note here on the fifth fret of the D, you're kind of just holding that and letting that sustain. And then of course there's another rhythm guitar under that. So we're going to go over the second guitar part now. Before we get to the next part, I want to mention I have a Patreon channel now. My Patreon channel has lots of other guitar lesson videos as well as guitar tablature for my YouTube lessons. It also includes backing tracks. Like for example, I have a backing track at normal tempo for the solo for this song, and then I have another backing track for this song for the solo that's at a slower tempo, so it gives you a good practice tool. I hope you guys will sign up. The link is in the description. Underneath that riff we have a So let's go over that part. So that goes underneath what's happening here on the lower part of the neck. So you're still going to play this same part in the opening riff, the third, the second, the open E, but you're going to come down here and do a. So that's going to be 12th fret of the D and G string, and you're going to go. So you're going to have your first finger here on the 11th fret of the G. So we have. That's just all you're doing is just now this is the exact same riff that we played up here. We're just playing up an octave higher. So same notes, just played up higher on the neck. So that's going to be 9th fret of the D, 11th fret of the D, and that's going to be 8th fret of the G, 9th fret of the G, 11th fret of the G, and then 12th fret of the G. So we have back to the low E again, and we're doing the same riff. The rhythm guitar for the verses. Okay, so almost similar to the Police, Roxanne, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bar our first finger across the 5 of the D, G, and B string, and we're going to play all 3 of those strings, but we're going to do a quick strum and a quick mute, and it's all going to be down strums. Then, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to just move our finger down, and we're going to bar our finger again across the 5 of the G and the B and the high E, and we're going to play this 4 times, and then we're going to go to this. That's going to be 4th fret of the G, 5th fret of the B, 3rd fret of the high E. Now we come back to here on the 7th fret of the D, G, and B string. And then we go back into it again. So it sounds like this. Repeats again. But this time we do a So you're going to bar your first finger across the 4th fret of the D, G, and B, and you're going to go you're playing down those strings. So it's just down. So D, G, B. Now we skip when we come back to the B, so we skip the G. You're going to lift your middle finger up. You go back to it again. Play the same riff. This time you're going to back into the intro. We learned all that before, so those 2 guitar parts are the same. The main intro riff is the same as what you're playing in the chorus, so the chorus and intro riff are the same for both guitars. So it goes through 4 times. Verse 2. Now on the 4th it's a little different. You do this. So all we're adding is this. Playing the same riff. We're going to leave out that G note, so it's just a playing an E5. So we'll go through those on the frets again. So it's 2nd fret of the A, 4th fret of the A, 1st fret of the D, 2nd fret of the D, 4th fret of the D, and then we have 4th fret of the G, 2nd fret of the G, and then E5, which is an open E, and the 2nd fret of the A played together. So now we're into the rhythm guitar that's underneath the guitar solo, which is pretty much you're just coming back and forth from E5 to C5. So it's just now the C5 is going to be 3rd fret of the A, 4th fret of the D. Then one guitar is going to hold that C while the other guitar is going to come back here and play that familiar lick we had in the verse. So this, I guess, will be considered the bridge. So once you do that, there's a new riff that's introduced right after this. It's that comes after that. So it's pretty much similar to what we've already learned, but it's going to be. So we'll play this again. Now it's going to be open A, 2nd fret, 3rd fret of the A. Then you're going to go 3rd, 2nd, open on the A, and then you're going to do 3rd, 2nd, open on the low E. So, and then underneath, we're doing the same exact rhythm we did in the verse as the second guitar. Then we come to here, and then it stops. And you don't do that little riff, you're just going to go straight to the open E, same riff. The first part of the guitar solo. So let's go over those notes. So the first thing is going to be the 9th fret of the D to the 11th fret of the D. Now on the G we're going to play 8, 9, 11. So we have the D, 9, 11, G, 8, 9, 11. And then we're going to play this, 12, 10, 8. Now, the only thing is we're going to add a little slide right there from the 10 to the 8. So you're going to play this again. So as soon as you pluck it a second time, you're, sliding into the 8th fret. So then the 7th fret of the B, so we have 12, 10, 8, 7 of the B. So that's going to be a hammer-on pull-off on the 3rd fret of the B. And you're just going to hit that open B, hammer on the 3rd, and then pull back off to open. Then we're going to land here on the 2nd fret of the G string, which is the A note. Now, that's a hard note to bend with just one finger. So I like to grab that with my middle finger so I can get my first finger up here on the 1st fret to kind of get a little help. So once you hit that A note, you're bending down and then bringing it back up, and then you're going to trill here. And that's going to be so you're just plucking the note here on the 2nd fret of the G, pull off to open, pluck it again, and then land here on the 2nd fret of the D string. So let's play what we have. Now we come all the way down here to play that lick. So we're going to slide into the 14th fret of the G. So we slide in, that's the 12th fret of the B to the 15th. So, and you're going to hammer on and pull off from 15 to 12 on the B. Then you come back to the 14 on the G, and then back to the 12 on the B. And you do a quick bend, full bend up here on the 15th fret. So then you play that same lick again. But this time you're going to add those two notes, which is going to be 14th fret of the G, the 12th fret. If I could slide into that note. So let's play what we have so far. Now we go. Now once we come here on the 15th fret of the high E, we're doing a big bend. And that's going to be full bend up there. So we do a. So you're going to do kind of a scooping motion with your pick. And then you're going to do a hammer-on pull-off from 12 to 15 on the high E. Grab the 15 of the B, come back to the 12, and then you do this. So that's going to be another full bend here on the high E of the 17th fret. So we do a. So you bend up, come back down, go to the 15, come back to the 17, so then you're going to hit the full bend again. If you have a tremolo bar, that's a great spot to just kind of, once you get that full bend up the. So the outro solo, it's down here basically in the same spot we're playing in E minor pentatonic. So he does a. So let's play that part first, go over that. So the first part's going to be here, 15th fret of the B string. We're doing a full bend, and you're doing some vibrato at the top. But you're doing a. So once you go up, you're going to come back down, let it come all the way back down, grab the 14th fret of the G. You're going to go back and do it again, but you're going to grab here on the 12th fret of the G. So we have. So we do that basically same bend over and over there, so the notes are no different. We just do it, they fall in a different order, so we do a. So that's just a. And that's going to be 15 of the B to 14 of the G. Then we're going to slide into. Oops, my hands are a little bit wet. So that's going to be from the 15 to the 17 of the B. And that basically is the lick that he repeats over and over as the song fades out. So once we do a. So that's going to be a hammer-on pull-off from 15 to 17 to 16 on the G. And then you're going to come here to the high E. And you're doing that same thing we did up here. You're doing you're kind of scooping that note and bending up. Stop it. So we have. So guys, if you really enjoyed learning this song and you want to learn another Kiss song from the Unmasked album, just click right here. I have a full lesson for She's So European. Click the box, it'll take you straight to it.